leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer, the trick of the lips. Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives
Live
here on Strong Island Television, Paradise Studio.
We have a full studio.
Is that what applause sounds like? Holy
And
crap.
it's real applause. It's
Comedy for 20 years. And
Wow.
I didn't ever feel. Patrick, how you doing, brother? It's Johnny Plug time. Our biggest fan, Patrick McDonald from Jersey.
Yes.
Welcome. We haven't been here for a few weeks because of the holidays. Happy holidays and all, and Happy New Year. Before we get started in our nonsense and our stupidity, I just want to give a little shout out to all the LA firefighters right now who are in the middle of that mess, that scary mess.
Yeah.
Of course, to everybody out there who lives out there. But since we are based on a firefighter-related show, out to my brothers and sisters who are in the middle of that, I've never been in wildfires. And I did teach some of those guys some classes out there, and they're unbelievable individuals. I'm talking about some of these guys and gals will not be home for days on end. Days on end. They're lucky if they get back to the firehouse to shower, maybe take a nap, eat a little something, and boom, they're out the door again. So they're working their asses off. So we feel for you. We reach out to you, and we're thinking about you. Absolutely.
And I'm taking it that you probably haven't even seen a kitchen fire.
Well, mention our sponsor.
First of all, today's show is brought to us by Barasch and McGarry,
Lawyers for the 9/11 community. Michael Barasch, thank you.
Thank you.
So now you always make fun of my and I've tried to bring on people to show you that I was actually a firefighter and actually made rescues and did stuff. And we have yet to find somebody, but still, I have the uniform, I have the badge, I have pictures, of things. I got to show you the picture on my wall in my basement. Look up, Google the 14th Street subway derailment. Yeah. I was on the front page of the Daily News. All right. Yep. The train got off the track, mangled, and I was outside the station saying to the brothers and sisters, our firefighters, get down there. Quick. I stood there for hours. Get down there. Maybe they my arm. I hope my arm. I had to go to medical office. Yeah. No, I was on the front page of the paper for that.
3 months out of work.
No, that's Richie. I did stuff.
No, you are a hero. Stuff. You're a hero.
Don't call me a hero.
You are.
Okay, I'll take it. So the holidays. First of all, I'm going to do it again this year. Yeah. 2 years in a row. I will be the last one with lights up on my block. I want to still feel that Christmas spirit, that love and that family, right? So I take all the Christmassy, I don't do blow-ups anymore. My son has all blow-ups for the kids. All I have is a little joy thing. And I take
Leave the red lights up for Valentine's Day.
Okay. All blue. All blue I have. And I throw them up, right? And my wife says to me, it looks like you threw them up. I go, because I threw them up. But it's so artistic, Richie. People turn my corner, stop, and they go, they don't even say anything. They go like this.
It's like a little bit of
and I come out, I go, you all right? And they go, oh my God, it's like an artist with a brush,
Dip and fling.
Yeah, so I'm leaving them up. I'm like the second from last on my block already. Yeah. So I'm leaving them up. Not through April. I'm not saying that, but I'm going to leave them up.
You still have your tree up?
No, the tree went out the door the other day.
Oh, wow.
Out the door the other day.
We got ours like 2 days before Christmas, so we keep it up through. We get our money's worth till.
Yeah. I told you guys 2 days before Christmas. We got it beginning in a month. You got to watch out. You have them so long if you don't get a fire. But, here's the thing, too. I brought mine because my daughter, she's into the environment, whatever. I brought mine to get chipped up. What is it called? Grounded up.
And what do they do with it?
Well, they give you chips or something, and they got all mad at me because it was an artificial tree.
That's not
good. I said, I didn't know. I saw it on the news.
Yeah.
So they were all bent out
All
of
the
shape.
wires messed up there.
Yeah. So we went to New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
I'm just so sick of people with New Year's resolutions. You know, everybody has a New Year's resolution. What did you do a New Year's resolution? Did you ever do one that you kept to it?
No, I never kept one. I don't even know if I ever really did one, but this year I did one.
What'd you do?
I said,
realistic?
Yeah, no more accepting Laughter Saves Lives shows that I run.
That you do all the work.
Yeah, I do all the
work. That I call you the day before and I go, Richie, I'm so tired.
I'm not feeling
Could you
good.
go? And then he says, yeah. He goes, and you know, what are you paying me? Anything extra? And I go, Richie.
You want money now?
I go,
it's for a friend.
Thanks, brother.
As long as I'm called a brother,
Thanks.
that's good.
Yeah.
Because you talk about brothers in this.
That's a good, now see, that's a realistic.
Yeah.
Mine.
I love doing the shows.
Mine are realistic, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wear stained sweatshirts anymore. Because I have a tendency to be in the car and you read a little sausage and peppers or whatever, and then it drips on the shirt, and then you try to get out, you can't. And then over time, my son's like, what are you wearing? So that's a realistic.
That is realistic.
And then the other one is I'm going to listen to more music. I don't listen to enough music. I started my own Spotify account. You heard it when you were coming in.
When I came in.
And because music motivates me.
Yeah.
Motivates me to do stuff.
Like what?
Everything. It energizes your whole life.
What song in particular really motivates you? What do you love?
Oh, well, Miley Cyrus, The Climb. Because when you get up every morning and you can look and say, something good may happen today. I'm still climbing in my life at whatever age. Oh, that's a pretty cool feeling.
Right.
I love that. I get very emotional with that song. My daughter sang that song at one of our fundraisers.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh, was I there?
No, we had some good comics.
Ouch! Ouch!
Yeah, I have to tell you, you were in more shows this year than any other comic at your talent level. At your talent level,
at my talent,
yeah. You have to balance it, right? I mean, here. But if you were here, you would have been in 20 shows, right? But you were here, so you were in 10 shows.
Wait until you see our guest later, Rich Rady. You're going to replace the other Rich.
I did that already.
Oh. It doesn't take much.
No. But I, in all seriousness, this guy's funny.
Yes.
I always enjoy watching. I always enjoy watching Richie. We just did a show at the Catholic Seminary, pre-seminary. What the freak was the name of that? Oh, there were nuns there. There were priests there.
There was priests. There was 3
nuns
priests sitting up front.
Yeah.
And they were the most respectful and enjoyed it more than anybody else.
They really were. I mean, when the nun when you did that one joke and you said, sister, it was kind of funny, and she gave you the finger, I thought it was inappropriate for the nun to do that. But you bring that out of people.
True story at that event.
Yes.
It was a big gymnasium. We're on stage, and I go up. You did a half hour. You did great. And then I go up 10 minutes in. I'm doing great. And all of a sudden, line to the left and line to the right, to the back to dessert. To the back of the room. I'm like, 3 priests were the only ones left.
Everybody's with their back to Richie. I felt terrible. But you hung in there and you did well.
Yeah.
You did well.
Oh, there's Butch. Hi, Butch.
Hey, boys.
Yes?
John, just like we've had, if you can tell folks what's behind you, because we have a lot of new viewers this year, and it would be great if they knew what they were looking at besides your 2 lovely faces.
We have a green screen. Nope, we don't even know what it is. No, we know what it is. This is my old firehouse, Hazmat 1 Squad 288 in Maspeth, New York. This is the firehouse I responded out of on 9/11 and where we lost 19 of my brother firefighters. And this is just another way that we remember them. We have the firehouse up behind us in all the shows, and we make people laugh in their name because they made me laugh. So that is Squad 288, Hazmat 1, FDNY, Maspeth, New York. Thank you, Butch. I think we're going to go to break. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
No.
We're going to go to Maria. I'm sorry, Marquetta. We're going to go to Marquetta.
Oh my God. You can't. Oh yeah, Bobby. Let's do our pickleball segment. And then go. Good catch. All right, we're here with our pickleball segment. My partner this week was Marquetta, not Maria. Marquetta, bring her in. Marquetta. She's been on our show before.
And I met her, well, she was on a show, and then she came
To the
following
fundraiser.
night to the fundraiser.
Yes, and
Yeah.
Marquetta, your business is what? What do you do for a living?
Everything.
No,
But-
what do you do with the dogs?
So I'm a dog groomer and I'm a certified pet health coach for dogs and cats.
Awesome. Where can they find you?
You guys can find me on pause/balance.com.
All right. And what country are you from again? I owe your accent. What is it again?
Czech Republic. Used to be
Czech
Czechoslovakia.
Czech Republic. She has an adorable accent. And
Thank you.
she filled in this. Bridget was unavailable. All the girls on my team, all the women on my team, my daughter. We added Christina Romano, not available. I said, this chick is always working. She's always busy. Let me text her. Hey, Marquetta. And I have to say her name right because she yells a lot. She gets all in that Czech accent. She's always yelling at me. So I say, Marquetta. And I'm doing this on the phone. Say, look, Marquetta. I said, hey, can you play tomorrow? She goes, yeah. So she came down. We got our asses kicked.
You did that because of you, John.
Well, I know it was because of me. But she yells a lot and she gets pissed like Bridget.
Oh, wow.
I have to hold her back at times. She goes, oh, you just can't stand that guy. Take it easy, Marquetta.
And I was behaving. I was actually really behaving on Monday because everybody was so quiet and like serious. I was like, come on.
Yeah.
For your first time, you're not supposed to walk away from John going, you ruined everything.
Oh, she does.
No, that's not true.
But you know what? And here's why I love pickleball.
Yes.
The people out there are a little too serious. All right, go to the Olympics. Go ahead, get out of here. I want to get out there. I want to get my steps in. I want to get my exercise. I want to have some laughs. Little competition is good for the soul. You know, at my age, still being able to compete out there with young people like yourself, Marquetta. I mean, how old are you, Marquetta? You're like 23,
You're
right?
not allowed to ask.
I got your shirt. Look.
Listen, did you wash it though? You sweat. Did you wash that?
No, I didn't because I just actually cut short my other pickleball game, and I was like, I have to wear it now. So no,
Did you
it's not
take it
washed.
off since Monday night? Did you take it off since Monday?
Yeah, I did actually. But you know, I didn't break any sweat on Monday. What are you talking about,
Break
Willis?
any sweat. That's why we lost. See, I'm running all over the place, and she's standing there. But we went 1-4. But you did great. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me. That was
Absolutely. And we will invite you again when 5 other people cancel.
awesome.
Oh, that's not nice.
Not the guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Yeah.
She has a great sense of humor.
It was only like last time. I was like, John, you got so much better and pickleball, and he goes, oh, you didn't.
She's so serious. She comes up to me. That's so bad, right? I haven't seen her. Oh, John, you got so much better, and I'm like, you didn't.
And you're like, get out of here.
Because she has a great. And then when it was all over at the end of the night, I didn't do it on purpose. I just had so much fun with you. I gave you a big hug. Remember when we lost that last game? I just said, man, we had a great time tonight. I hugged you, and you
wanted to wipe your tears and slap all over my shirt.
Yes, my dandruff and everything else. Well, thank you for coming on Monday.
Oh,
and
thank
we
you
will
for
see you
invitation.
soon. Marquetta.
It was awesome. Bye, guys. Love you.
Love
Love
you.
you. Love you.
All right, we are going to go to break, and we're going to come back with Anastasia.
If you spent time downtown on 9/11 or in the 8 months after, you were exposed to toxic air and may be eligible for compensation from the $10 billion 9/11 Victim Fund. But most people who qualify still haven't claimed what they're entitled to.
I worked downtown. I didn't die. I was an office worker. I felt like there were others who deserved the money more than I did.
A major reason people haven't claimed the money they're due is guilt. They feel guilty claiming funds when others died or were first responders.
I heard there were 9/11 funds, but because I wasn't a first responder, I did not apply.
You do not have to be a first responder to qualify. This fund was created for everyone who worked, lived, or attended school south of Canal Street, who may have experienced or have experienced respiratory illness or any of the 68 cancers linked to the toxins. Even if you have a family history of cancer, there is a presumption linking most cancers to the toxins.
I thought it was too late to make a claim. My spouse worked downtown at a bank and died of cancer. Honestly, I just haven't felt up to it.
The government's $10 billion Victim Fund and Health Program have been permanently extended. You just need to have been below Canal Street on 9/11 or at any time in the following 8 months. To see if you qualify, call or go to 911fund.com to speak to a representative of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
There are many reasons people who are eligible for compensation are not stepping up to claim it. To those who are holding back, I would say just take the first step. Ask for help. Make the call. It's not too late.
I called and I qualify.
I qualify.
I qualify.
Millions of dollars remain unclaimed. You do not have to be seriously ill to qualify.
And we're back with Anastasia Mortakudos.
Hi, surprise everybody, I'm your hero.
Did I pronounce that good, Mortakudos?
Yes.
Yes, good. Before we get into this guest, I just wanted to tell you something. We are doing a show on Friday night, Richie and I.
Yeah.
Throw it up there. Primetime Comedy Club. Our buddy Butch Seltzer runs the club. Richie and I going out to Jersey. And as I said on Facebook, for all my New Jersey friends who say, I'm not spending the money to go over a bridge to see you in Long Island, I'm in Jersey.
Excellent.
Now
Look
they
at
can
that.
come, right?
Right.
Hey,
Well,
hey.
we have to find all these excuses they're going to come up with.
Whatever. But there it is. Primetime Comedy Club will be there. You can look on the website or Primetime. You'll find it. So we got Anastasia here
Yes,
now.
How are you doing,
Good.
guys?
So I was having a cup of Joe.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Really cup of tea, but cup
Where
of Joe.
was this?
I was in, what is it called now?
So, bro.
Soul Brew.
Oh, Soul
What's
Brew.
the name?
Hi, Soul Brew.
Daughter
Love you so
owns it.
much.
Maria Walsh's
Is
daughter.
one of the
owns
owners.
Soul Brew. Yep.
One of the owners, right, with the billboard. And I was sitting there, and these two ladies came in, and all of a sudden, she came over to me, and we started chatting, and I go, wow, what an interesting young lady.
Thank you so much.
What a smart young lady. What
Yes,
a
I
fun
am.
young lady.
Yes.
And I left that place that day, and my day was made. Did I tell you that?
No.
My day was, I said, wow. She wasn't looking anything from me. I wasn't looking to get anything from
No.
her. It was just two people hanging out, chatting over a
Yes.
cup of tea,
Yes.
Right.
right?
Mhm.
And then I said to her and Sarah, who was with her, and how are you guys related, Sarah? What's your relationship?
We're soul sisters.
Soul
Soul
sisters.
sisters,
All right.
yes.
Soul sisters. And I asked Anastasia, I said, on the flyer, we usually have like, a medic, a firefighter. I said, what do you want me to put underneath your name? And what did you say?
I said Leo Queen.
Which means what?
Means be strong and resilient no matter what life throws at you.
I love it. I love it. Love it. So we started chatting. I wanted to have you on the show. Now, a lot of people may be uncomfortable, right? I would think at times talking to you. They're worried
Yes.
about maybe not understanding you, insulting you, whatever,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
How do you feel? Do you like when people come up to you like me and my big fat mouth, and they come up to you and they start chatting with you? Does that make you feel comfortable or uncomfortable?
I'm very comfortable.
You seemed very comfortable.
Yes. At age 16, I was born with Williams syndrome.
What is it called?
Williams syndrome.
Okay.
It's a heart condition and a brain condition, and it affects my whole body.
In what way, Anastasia?
And how do you say, like over friendliness?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I don't get affected by it, but some people might get affected by it.
Right.
Like a person at work, her name is Janiqua.
Janique, well, let's not
Yes.
give any names at work. Does Janique?
But I still love you.
Oh, we love you, Janique. We love
Yes.
Janique.
But you know what?
I
I think
love
that's a
you.
nice trait.
Yes.
I'm
It's
sure you run
cellulite.
into difficulties with it because people don't understand, right?
Right.
Yes.
And people like to stay to themselves a little
Yes.
bit. And
But you make people feel very comfortable and very welcoming. And
I want you guys to be brave,
right,
and I dare you to approach disabled people. Ask them how's their day.
good.
Ask them, can I help you with something? can I take care of you?
Can you help me with something?
Yes,
right?
can you help me with something?
Right.
Because I don't understand when people are like this. I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, but I think that's what happens a lot of times, Anastasia.
Yes.
People get a little nervous and they don't know, how to approach you.
Yes.
And you make it very easy, though.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You make it very easy. My nephew is also in the same situation, and he is very outgoing, loves talking to people, and he's kind of the same. Big Met fan. He's a big Met fan. Are you baseball fans?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Met fan.
Mets.
Oh.
I was. There was a board, and we were on the board there.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Shay?
Yes.
Shay. Richie's up with the sports. You're in that Shay.
When is it not Shay?
About 18 years ago.
Oh.
No, how many years? It's got to be a good 10 years.
They're moving up.
All right, so Anastasia, you say you have. First of all, you're married.
Yes. Surprise! I'm married. Everybody.
Now, can you ask a woman's age? You can't, right? No.
But ask how much she weighs.
No.
Oh no, that's
no.
bad. Don't do that.
So how long have you been married?
5 years.
And how's that going?
Exciting.
Because he's sitting here. He's right in front of you. So you.
I would like to introduce you now to the man of my life, Matthew Cohen.
Matthew, stick your head in here. Stick your head. Say hello. Come on. Come on. Go just say hello. Wave.
Go behind.
There you go. There you go. There's Matthew.
Now he's famous.
So now.
Yes.
We don't have to pay him, right?
No. No. So he didn't say anything. So when you talk on the show, like Matthew gets nothing because he didn't talk. You get double nothing.
Okay. I got it.
You know what 2 times nothing is?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Right.
See, before you were getting 0, now you're getting 10,000 times that.
Yay!
We know how to take care of us.
So married now. Did that? You said you had a job.
Yes.
You didn't say what the job was.
Yeah.
Can you tell?
I work at Private 21 as a greeter.
Nice.
And also Lush as sales ambassador. So hi everybody there.
Hey, is anybody watching you tonight?
I don't
Forever
know.
21.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, now remember that if everything goes well,
yes.
you can tell people that they could still find it on YouTube, and it'll be repeated. So if you're comfortable when you leave, you go, "Hey, that went pretty good." John wasn't as ridiculous as I thought he was going to be.
Right.
Richie was very nice.
Yeah.
Then you could tell people, "Hey, you can find me here."
Yes.
All right.
I
So,
was bullied in middle school and high school and college.
did you play any sports or anything in high school?
No.
Any clubs?
I love singing and dancing.
What is your favorite? Richie is a big Broadway guy, and he loves plays.
Yeah.
I'm not too much, but Richie is. And what's your favorite?
I really love the Barasch show Anastasia.
The what?
Anastasia, of course.
Yes.
Oh, I wonder why.
Music is beautiful.
I wonder why.
Me, of course.
What about? Did you see Wicked yet?
Wicked? Yes, I love Wicked.
Oh, it's supposed to be really good. Did you see it?
No, I did not.
Oh,
Would you believe it?
I figured you were going to be online the first day, knowing the nerd that you are.
I know.
No, you're not nerdy. You're classy. You're
Thank
classy.
you.
No, really. You always say, "Oh, this is you." Oh, I can't
Where
do it that
find
night.
these words?
Because you are. Because
No,
you said, "Listen, something like." I said, "Rich, you want to blah blah blah?"
Cultured.
Yeah, all right. You want to blah blah blah, and you go, "Oh no, my wife and I are going to see a play," and I'm like sitting in the living room, my finger in the peanut butter, going, "Oh, wow, Richie's seeing another play."
Yeah.
So, all right. So
I always wanted to be a star when I grow up.
You are a star in your own way, baby. You're a star in your own way.
Yes.
All right. So we have, let's see, we have a few more minutes here. Tell me about the future. What are some of your goals? What do you want to accomplish?
I want people to understand me more. I think that's the big goal.
Right.
And I always wanted to be on a TV station, so here I am. Yes.
Me too. We want to be on a TV station still too, right? We want to get on some
one day we're
some
gonna
decent
get
show. Until then, we'll be here.
And,
no,
really
we are
happy.
on a TV.
We
station.
are.
Yes, you
we
are.
We're on.
This is a big moment.
Yeah, this is a big moment for me.
Well, we're happy we were able to give you that moment,
Yes,
right,
thank
Richie?
you so
Did
much.
you tell everybody at Forever 21 to tune in tonight and watch you?
No.
Well, now, but it's going to be permanently on YouTube.
Yes.
You can watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want people to watch. You did a great job.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
I love
for-
you guys.
Oh, you get a hug. You get a hug. All right.
Yeah, thanks so
You-
much.
My pleasure. So, Anastasia Maracutos.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Thank you, Anastasia. Oh, there she goes. We'll be right. She can't wait to get out of here. We'll be right back with our hero for the night, our veteran. I wrote down his name. Hold on. Staff Sergeant Derek Cartwright.
Nice.
All right.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I have 30 seconds to give you a very important message. My name is Arthur Lee. I'm the CEO inventor of LifeVac, a simple choking rescue device that could save a life in a choking emergency. We've saved over 3,000 lives now, but we're not there. 5,000 people a year choke to death, one child every 5 days. Please consider protecting your family in a choking emergency with LifeVac. Go to lifevac.net today. Thank you for your time.
You can't duplicate it, you know. And we're back with Left to Stage Live. Pow, bam, ah!
Before we go to our guest,
crap.
Before we go to our guest,
Yeah.
we don't get this too often.
What?
Can you see that comment?
No. Read it.
It says, Rich Walker is one of the most talented comedians we have on the island and a phenomenal teacher of comedy.
Wow.
That was from Nancy Rizzuti.
Thank you, Nancy.
Obviously, she's been drinking early tonight.
You will have that 5-0 spot tomorrow morning, Nancy.
We love Nancy.
She
and
does.
Also, her husband Benny.
Two of the nicest people. Two of the nicest people in comedy, Nancy and Benny. In fact, Benny introduced me to Bobby. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for Benny.
And they have the Gugoots show.
Yes.
Here.
When is that on, Bobby? When is Gugoots on live? Every other Tuesday at 7.
So tune in.
Right here. Right here. So we'll welcome our hero segment, Derek Cartwright. And if I would say you're a hero, you would say, oh, I'm not a hero. We always go through that with the veterans and the firefighters and the cops. But you are, my friend. Not only that, you're my hero because we had a guest cancel. And just today, Tom contacted you, our buddy Tom, and you stepped up to the plate. So we appreciate you being here.
And we said we need a hero. I'm like a hero. He goes, I got it.
Did he bring you a sub?
No. But could you imagine
No,
just
you are it.
Richie and I would
Thank
be
you.
chatting for another 20 minutes if you
a pair of
wanted.
drums.
So Derek, a little bit about your background. Now you were in the Army.
Yes.
You said your title was SSG.
I was a staff sergeant.
Staff Sergeant. What does the SSG stand for?
It's just the rank of E6.
Okay. So you're Staff Sergeant.
Yeah.
Some of your what's called your highlights. You were 19 days in Afghanistan.
Yes.
You had a medical discharge because
Of an airborne injury.
Now, that was interesting. What was the airborne industry?
Airborne injury.
Airborne
injury.
Injury. How did that happen?
I had a mid-air entanglement when I came out the plane. My chute wrapped around somebody else's legs.
Oh, jeez.
And his main was up. But he got nervous and pulled the reserve above the trees. And then we just went through the trees. I shattered my ankle. He broke his back.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I dislocated my shoulder. I dislocated all of my toes. I mean, but like
Was this during an action or a drill?
It was just during a regular airborne operation that we do at Fort Bragg.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, it was at Fort Bragg.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How long did it take you to recover from that?
Well, with the surgery, it was fine. It took me like 7 months to get back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got deployed, and then I was deployed to Afghanistan. I was there for 19 days on the ground.
And then you went out.
Hold on a sec. Hold on.
Wow.
This is what I'm amazed with veterans. This guy fell out of a plane, basically, broke a bunch of stuff, and then said, well, I'm going back over after I'm going. Most people would be like, that's enough, right?
Yeah.
Well, they did.
Unbelievable.
They did an MEB.
What's that? You have a lot of abbreviations in here.
Medical Evaluation Board.
Okay.
And they didn't make a decision, so my unit was like, all right, hey, you're being deployed. I said, okay. I got out there, and then they got their decision and said, we're going to put you out. And I said, okay. So I ended up going back.
Yeah. All right. Well, you deserved it. Let me tell you that much.
Well, thank you.
Now, how did this personal chef come in? You were a personal chef, it says.
Yes.
Am I reading that right, or did you
Yes.
spell something wrong?
Yes.
No.
Well,
Talk to me about it,
in
chef.
98, when I got in, my battalion colonel was Michael Flynn. And
Should we know who Michael Flynn is?
Yes. He was with Trump's first administration.
Okay, I thought so. I thought so. Should have done a little more research, John, right?
So he was my battalion colonel, and I was doing a lot of change of command cakes around the base for different people, promoted, moving on, whatever. And when I got out in 03, he was like, he had just got promoted to go to DC, and he got his full colonel. And he was like, hey, I need a chef. I said, okay. He goes, I know you're getting out. Do you want to come be my chef? Absolutely. So
now, who did you cook for?
Michael Flynn.
Who else?
General Petraeus, General Casey.
All at the same time? Or?
No, I was handed down to everybody differently.
They have their own chef? That's
amazing.
So I have a very interesting question. Very interesting question. Because our number one fan, Patrick McDonald, was also at the Pentagon. So I'm wondering if they were there at the same time. Patrick, can you answer us and let us know if you were both there at the same time? Were you there?
I was there in 03, well, July 03 until February 04. Then we went overseas. I went to Italy. I did a couple of missions.
I don't think Pat was there then. He was there with Sheely Kashvili, the head of the Joint Chiefs.
I think he just sneezed. Did he just sneeze?
Sheely Kashvili.
Sheely Kashvili.
I think you're making up names now.
Oh, no, Pat was there from 96 to 99.
There it is, 96 to 99. 96 to 99.
All right. So
was the Pentagon repaired already from 9/11 by then?
Yes and no. Because
there was still some.
Yeah, there was outside, no, but inside, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you couldn't see inside anything, but I mean, you can still go by it and look. You'll see little chinks and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, all right. So you were chef. What is your favorite meal to cook? What is your thing?
Seafood.
Seafood.
Oh, you're
a fish guy?
No, I'm not.
You're not a fish guy?
It has to be really good for me. I'm more of a crustacean, like shrimp.
Okay.
I love shrimp.
Okay.
Did you say,
who doesn't like shrimp?
Did you say crustacean?
Who doesn't like shrimp?
Isn't it a crustacean? Shrimp? It's shell.
Is that in that category, crustacean? Sounds like something old.
I just wanted to sound smart for a
You know
minute.
what I mean?
You took it away.
I'm sorry, but here's what I don't like about you. Now you got me started with shrimp, and here's what I don't like about you. Why, if I get a pasta meal, do I have to stick my hands in there and take a piece of the outer shell off of the shrimp? Why? Why do I have to work for my meal? Why shouldn't it be? Do you ever order shrimp and it has the thing on?
Yeah. That'd be like getting cocktail and doing that same.
Oh, it gets me twitchy.
At least you don't find poop in there.
No poop in there. Thank you.
Right?
Okay, there you go.
You have to devein.
His bar is very low.
Peel and devein.
Is
that what you mean?
That's
Peel
what they
and
call it,
devein
P&D.
Does everybody peel and devein it?
I can't speak for everybody. For me, I do it because I'm going to serve you what I would eat.
You
I would
have
never
to.
give you something I would not eat.
So do you put the tail on the shrimp when you serve it, or did you take it off?
I usually would take it off, depending on what it is.
My hero. He's not my hero even more, right?
Yeah.
Like if you have cocktail shrimp,
right?
I would leave you the piece. I would leave you the tail,
right?
But anything cooked, you would not get a tail. There's no point.
I love it. What are the big shrimps called? They're not called shrimps. What are they called?
The prawn.
The prawns.
Yeah, tiger prawn.
Oh, unbelievable. All right, so let's get back to important stuff here. So I think I went through the whole bio. So can you give us something you could tell us, a story when you were overseas, when it was hitting the fan a little bit, and some of you guys stepped up to the plate that you want to give a shout out to?
Well, in 2012, I was going home for a wedding, and I was a victim of an IED.
Another initiative.
You were running where? You were in Afghanistan?
Yeah, I was in Iraq.
Iraq.
Sorry. I was coming off Tampa. We were like 2.5 clicks outside of Bayat, which is Baghdad International Airport.
Okay.
And our road went up, and we were just in up Arbor Suburbans, and that was the very first time while I was in theater that I've ever wore a seatbelt. Something just told me to put a seatbelt on that night. I had my Kevlar, I had my K-pod on, I had my vest. But just something just told me, and the driver and myself, we survived because of the seatbelt.
Wow.
They said our vehicle went 40 feet in the air.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I had 2 surgeries at the Cash, which is the hospital that was in Baghdad. After that, they sent me to Kuwait. I had a surgery. I went to Walter Reed. I had 2 surgeries. And then by that time, I ended up coming home. And my wife was like, "You just disappeared for a month?" First, because she didn't know, because
right.
my brain, I was not in it.
But they didn't notify her?
No, actually, they didn't.
Are they supposed to, or it doesn't matter?
It really all depends.
Yeah.
It all depends.
But you're like in the middle of.
Yeah.
I guess it
nowhere.
depends on your mission too, right? Whether it's
Well, no, it has nothing to do with the mission. I mean, I didn't die, but they just looked at it as we're just gonna move this in the stages and get you where you need to be.
Okay.
It's an incredible story.
Yeah.
And when I finally got to the first time I called her, I was actually they flew me from DC to Philadelphia, and I give shout out to them in Philadelphia in Terminal 1. The USO there was phenomenal.
Beautiful.
Because I missed my flight, and they were like, "We have the bed, you can be comfy, nobody bother you."
Great.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Well
I ended up spending
deserved,
the
of
night,
course.
and it was really a great thing. You know, to know that other people cared like that meant the world to me.
Well, it's
God bless you.
It's
Thank
always
God
nice
everything worked
when
out
people
when
say
you're here.
thank you for your service. You know, it's nice when people go do even better than that and try to help some veterans. But my dad always wears his hat, 91 years old,
Wow.
and I always love when
God bless
somebody.
him.
Yeah, and I always love when somebody comes up to him because it's still you could see that little. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody comes up, thank you for your service, and he turns around and says thank you, and you could see that pride still that he has, and
That's a great thing. 'Cause,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I'm very. So what made
That's wait, real quick. That's
Yeah,
all
sure.
well and good, but you know, John went outside when the train derailed and signaled to the guy.
Look at the stars.
He looked like he was working at JFK.
Yeah, like that. He had this over this way.
That's why I have this cup. So when when
we
Richard
have to
tells
ask
me,
him
I
before
can
we
hide.
go about
Pause of war.
Oh, pause the war. Yeah, we're doing
yes.
it. Hey, Bobby, we have that flyer. April 24th, big show at the Theater 3 in Port Jefferson. We're working with Pause of War, General Needs, Laughter Saves Lives.
Yep.
It's going to be a great night. Big fundraiser for these organizations. Do you do any work with Pause of War?
Yes, I do.
And what do you do for them?
I'm the international director of logistics.
Stop it.
Yeah. I move animals from overseas for U.S. military that we rescue, and once we
Wow.
get them here, then we get them reunited with their soldiers
Oh,
or
man.
somebody who's going to foster their animals.
So let me get this straight. A soldier's away from home, missing his family, stressed, and they come upon this dog.
Or a cat.
Could be
Or
a stray.
It probably is a stray.
They live outside these
Yeah.
bases because they get fed well.
And then
get
they
taken
start
care
feeding them, and they become friendly, and they kind of, psychologically.
of. They get a piece of home. It's a
Right.
heartfelt piece of home.
So you guys get that animal and bring them back.
Yep. And
Amazing.
we've done it from all over the world. We've done it in Asia. We've done it in Europe, Eastern Europe, Africa.
I love it.
Yep. Middle East. You name it. You know, like.
Well, April 24th, we're raising some money for Pause of War. I want to thank Tom, who's here tonight. Tom, what is your title with the Pause of War in General Needs?
I'm a proud volunteer.
He's a proud volunteer. Pronounce your last name. Ronayne. Tom Ronayne. He's the one that introduced this over here. But also, Tom has allowed Laughter Saves Lives to be part of this event. I'm so proud, in memory of my guys, to be affiliated with this night. It's gonna be a great night. Buy your tickets early. It's gonna sell out. There's a lot of seats there, but if I know Tom, they're gonna be working their tushes off.
Sell out quick.
Yeah, it's going to sell out. So get tickets that night.
Theater
Buy a
3, Theater
ticket
3.
for a veteran. Buy a ticket for a veteran.
Or first responder. Because
Or
we
first
are
responder.
based as well.
Yes.
We take care of EMS, fire department, police department, Suffolk, sheriff,
Beautiful.
doesn't matter. NYPD, Nassau County, doesn't matter. We take care of everybody. We take care of our veterans. We also take care of our active military.
Are we still honoring that gentleman that we spoke about? Or we're not sure. All right, I won't mention it. You know what I'm talking about. I won't mention it. All right, going to be a great night. Buy your tickets. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you so much for
Hey guys, before he goes, because we do have a little bit of time, I had Thomas from Australia send a question. He'd like to know something. He'd like the staff sergeant to tell something about what you guys would do when you had downtime.
A lot of people get used to animals, and they find this piece of home, and this dog, they give these animals love and consideration. When I was over there, this program didn't exist. I left a dog actually. And it was a great dog, but with what I went through, by the time I was ready to go back, the mission had already gone on somebody else to replace, so I didn't know what happened.
Oh.
That's a piece I have to live with.
Right.
But that's the piece that's in me that wants to help everybody.
Sure.
Just like the military will never leave anybody behind. I don't want a soldier to leave any animal or dog or cat
his
behind.
companion,
and get them home to be reunited.
That's great, Derek.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, Derek. Pause of war, look him up, general needs. We're going to be right back with our comic, Rich Radar.
If you spent time downtown on 9/11 or in the 8 months after, you were exposed to toxic air and may be eligible for compensation from the $10 billion 9/11 Victim Fund. But most people who qualify still haven't claimed what they're entitled to.
I worked downtown. I didn't die. I was an office worker. I felt like there were others who deserved the money more than I did.
A major reason people haven't claimed the money they're due is guilt. They feel guilty claiming funds when others died or were first responders.
I heard there were 9/11 funds, but because I wasn't a first responder, I did not apply.
You do not have to be a first responder to qualify. This fund was created for everyone who worked, lived, or attended school south of Canal Street, who may have experienced or have experienced respiratory illness or any of the 68 cancers linked to the toxins. Even if you have a family history of cancer, there is a presumption linking most cancers to the toxins.
I thought it was too late to make a claim. My spouse worked downtown at a bank and died of cancer. Honestly, I just haven't felt up to it.
The government's $10 billion Victim Fund and Health Program have been permanently extended. You just need to have been below Canal Street on 9/11 or at any time in the following 8 months. To see if you qualify, call or go to 911fund.com to speak to a representative of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
There are many reasons people who are eligible for compensation are not stepping up to claim it. To those who are holding back, I would say just take the first step. Ask for help. Make the call. It's not too late.
I called and I qualify.
I qualify.
I qualify.
Millions of dollars remain unclaimed. You do not have to be seriously ill to qualify.
And we're back. Laughter Saves Lives. We have Margetta coming back on. Margetta will be singing a song and dancing in a tutu. Ready, go, Margetta! And you have your song prepared.
Are you nuts?
All right, put it back in the waiting room. I thought you were going to sing and dance. All right, put it back in the waiting room. All right. So we have our comic tonight, Rich Redder. He probably took your class.
He did in the past.
In the past, and that's why
he was doing comedy before.
Yeah, Richie brings a lot of comics on, so he could say, "I know I teach a class," and then he took it, and then he goes to the whole freaking thing, and 5 minutes later, we're talking to Rich again. So welcome, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
This was long time.
Actually,
he's been here once before.
Actually, the class was what was it? The class was 300, but he said
dollars.
Yeah, but he said 200, but you have to come on this show once, and I'm like, fine.
Jeez, you got hammered.
Some money.
Yeah, you got hammered.
Yeah,
he should have charged you nothing. Should have charged you nothing for that sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly.
So I quickly said before you're a life insurance agent. And people, as you get older, you realize how important life insurance is, and you want to take care of your family or whatever. So can you give our viewers just a quick 30 seconds, a quick point, something that they
30 seconds. What do we do? So insurance people protect people if they die too soon, live too long, or get sick or hurt along the way.
Right.
That's our job. So I've been doing that 32 years.
And it's important, people. It's important. Maybe not to you. Well, it could be important to you.
It's important for the people you leave behind.
Exactly.
Right? Continuity of lifestyle,
Correct.
kids going to college, debt-free house.
So important job.
Right.
So now, when did you start doing stand-up comedy?
Oh, late in life. So 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow. So you started at about 66 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I couldn't afford a convertible. So the cheapest thing for a midlife crisis was taking a class. So I took a comedy class.
A comedy class.
Yeah, because the car was like 60 grand. The class was like 300.
Yeah. How many students do you have in that class? 80?
Well,
300 a pop?
No.
You
But
son of a gun.
Wait, is anyone from the IRS listening?
We've been doing
Richie, this is not about you. Can't you see?
It's going about me. Oh no, we've been doing stand-up university for 26 years.
Wow.
We have over 1,500 graduates today.
Wow, two
Many
comics who
celebrities.
made it.
And one comic never took it who should have.
No, yeah, I gotta
You know
listen.
how much further along you would have been?
Oh yeah.
I tried to give you a piece of it in the car ride not too long ago.
Oh my God, we're going to the show.
I can
right?
only imagine.
You're going to the show, and in your head, you're going, "I want to do this." He's telling me everything that is wrong with my act. Right? I'm going to
Wow,
the show.
how long were you guys in the car?
An hour. Quiet you. And now you're right. It was a long ride.
I done it on the ride to Albany.
But then you get on stage, and now you got this in your head.
Right, that's it.
He
It's
couldn't have
over.
waited till after the
Right.
show, right?
And then on the way, how was the ride back? That's even worse.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I left him
why
there.
didn't you just leave your stuff the way it was? Right? He gives you
I
that.
freaking left him there.
The ride
Son of a
home,
gun.
he said something really, really funny, and I go, sure.
Sure, now you're
Now that's funny. My big cup, right? All right. So what are the kind of things you talk about on stage? Give us a little of your shtick.
Mike, well, let's
Don't
see.
give us your stick.
No,
I want to know.
yeah,
Tell
yeah,
them
yeah.
about your son, the parent teacher.
Oh,
Listen to
this is good.
Tell them what happened. This is a true story.
True story. My son's in junior high, and I was single dad, so I go to open house parent teacher night, and his science teacher was beautiful.
What was her name? Do you remember?
Miss
Sweetie Pie? That's not nice.
No, it was like Miss Voluptuous.
Oh,
Miss Velasquez. Miss Velasquez.
Velasquez.
So right. So I go to open house, and as soon as I get in there,
right,
I sit down. She points at me and starts yelling.
Oh.
She's like, "Your son has a staring problem," and I'm like, I mean, I can't blame him. He's a teenager, and you are really attractive.
Very
and,
nice.
like,
Very
and your body's amazing. And
Oh my
she
God.
said, I meant out the window.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
That kind of staring.
anyway, but he repeated 8th grade. I mean, he wasn't upset about it.
Thank God.
He wasn't totally upset.
And you were arrested.
Yeah, different teacher though. Yeah, different teacher. Yeah, and I wasn't allowed 500 feet from the
You know what's
building.
really funny? When my son was in school, he had a teacher that was beautiful, and she had like black bangs and hair and big blue eyes. And she was talking. We get to my wife and I, our parent teacher. You should add this on. We get to the car. My wife goes, "Did you hear one word?" She said?
You're like,
Well, you know,
what?
Did you see what happened there? You had a nice joke. Richie said you should add this on.
That's
This is
right.
what he does in the
That's right.
talk.
Yep.
This is
Well,
what he does.
but he's the teacher.
He's the teacher.
Right. I told him. I did tell him yesterday. I said, everything's shut down on Thursday for Jimmy Carter.
Mhm.
And he's like, yeah, I know. I go, it's amazing. The guy lived 100 years and still didn't live long enough to see you come up with a new joke.
That's a good one.
Thanks, Rich.
But anyway, his class is great.
Yeah.
You came from Lindenhurst. How?
I did.
What was
I did.
it like
I'm
growing
a
up in
homegrown Long Island guy. My whole life I've been in Long Island. So Lindenhurst. Oh, so yeah. So part of my, you're supposed to do jokes about yourself, your life.
Sure.
But Lindenhurst writes
So
itself.
Lindenhurst, when I was a kid, was allegedly, the Guinness Book of Records for having the most bars per capita. So I do a whole shtick on everyone basically being drunk in Lindenhurst. The funny part is I've had people from Lindenhurst at shows, and no one really disputes it.
No one disputes it.
So so it's not true anymore. But
And it's the bicycle capital of the
yeah,
world.
it is. That's right. Yeah, no, they have the highest percentage of people over 40 who have to ride a bike to work. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Because they got their license thing. Oh,
I was there the night that guy made fun. He came up from Lindenhurst. What did he say to you? This is true. That was annoying.
We had I did some jokes from Lindenhurst, and at the end of the night, I'm hanging out. This guy comes up. I'm actually walking in my car. Guy pulls up right next to me, starts screaming at me. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? He's like, I'm the mayor. The probability is astronomical. Like he said, I'm the mayor of Lindenhurst. I don't like you making fun of my town, my friends. he's like, this, and I was like, I felt terrible, you know. I was like, hey, I'm only kidding. I'm from Lindenhurst. I was, you know, whatever. I was about to apologize, and the guy just took off. His wife almost fell off the handlebars.
Oh my Lord.
But so it was a drinking town. It was a little bit of it. And actually, you know, what's funny now is it went through a change, and now if you go through Lindenhurst again, there's a ton of bars opening up again. Like the whole strip is full of bars.
Yeah,
again.
because it lost all the bars.
That's right.
and
Now they're
it's
all coming back again, right? So the whole Wellwood Avenue, all down is like, you know, only nicer. Like when I was a kid, they were.
I never was a hangout guy. I never was a drinker.
You were a fireman.
No, you're right.
Wait,
I didn't drink
hold on,
beer or
is
coffee.
Is family listening? Are you like trying
Yes.
to? I've never been to a bar in my life.
I didn't drink beer or coffee the whole time I was on the fire department. Now we pay for
You
coffee.
must have been intolerable to work with.
No,
Coffee at a fire department's 24 hours a day, right? That's like a win-win.
And this takes a lot of energy. It's in that building. Guys, get over there. It's a lot of energy.
Yeah, Mike. Oh, by the way, thanks for letting me follow a guy who had like a parachute accident.
Yeah.
Gets sent overseas, you know, to the front lines and stuff. And
Trust
then
me.
you're like, coming up next, the guy whose mayor rode a bicycle to work. You know,
Trust me. Listen,
thanks a lot.
no matter who you followed, you still wouldn't look good.
Well, I could have came up after.
You still wouldn't have been funny.
So, Rich, have you done anything heroic?
Have I done anything heroic?
Heroic. This is a hero show.
I once pulled a guy on Thanksgiving out of a car that flipped over on Sunrise Highway. But funny story.
You cut him off?
No, the guy. It was bad. It was really icy, and the car flipped over, and me and another guy got there, and basically we smashed the window, pulled the guy out, and then all the exits on Sunrise Highway were basically closed down. There was like a police car at each one.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go get the cop. And then I'm not going back. I mean, I'm going, you know.
Right.
And that night, it was like probably the last time in my life I can remember watching like Channel 12 News or whatever. And there's the guy, like hero of the week. This guy, I'm like,
not you.
That guy was holding a flashlight for me. I'm like, that's ridiculous. So yeah, that was it. That was my.
He never even mentioned there was anybody else.
No, he was like, well, you know, I held the car up with one arm and pulled the guy out with the other, and you know.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's
so
funny.
yeah, I got nothing. But
Yeah, no credits.
that was my.
I was on the front page of the newspaper numerous times in my hazmat suit, in the level A suit, the fully encapsulated suit.
Yeah.
You can't see who's inside that suit. So I used to go, hey, there I am. People would go, get the freak out of here. You were the guy going like this. You were the guy back. Like, no, that's me. That's me. No.
That little shield.
Yeah.
You still have the hazmat suit?
Well, we use it for certain things. Let's move on. Things we can't talk about. No, I don't. I actually, we used to wear all different levels of suits. So one of them was just for splash protection, which you could use when you go fishing and something like that. You know, so I have a few of those.
It's a little excessive for fishing.
Well, you know,
what are you going for?
I don't fish. I don't know. People, I don't know. Listen, when the host throws something out, don't insult them. Just go like this.
Yeah.
Hey, John, that was a good idea.
Hey,
Right? He goes, what do you use that for fishing?
Ahab puts on the old hazmat suit. He's like getting out there. They're like, John, that might be a little much. We're going for blues.
Wow.
You know.
He's making me look as stupid as you.
I had when I was in insurance, there was another adjuster, and he went into a flooded basement. But he was a fisherman, but he bought the hip boots, like
Hip waders,
but he put it on his expense account. The manager comes out and goes, "Bill, you can't put these on your expense account because I know you're a fisherman. You're going to be using the boots." He goes, "No." The next month comes by, he puts them again on the expense account. The boss comes out and goes, "You can't put these on your expense account. I know you're a fisherman." And then a month goes by. He comes back out. The boss goes, "How come you didn't put the boots on the expense account?" And the guy goes, "Oh, they're in there."
You just gotta find it.
Yeah, you gotta find it.
That's funny. Rich, you doing any shows coming up? We got about a minute left.
We what have I got coming up? No, actually, I did. I was supposed to do a couple of shows in February, but
you should do some shows for Laughter Saves Lives. And what I do is I always go to Richie and I go, who should we use? He freaking never mentions your name.
Right.
Yeah, no, he's tough. He's tough.
You know.
Well, I will now. I mean, you've really.
It was funny tonight.
Park, right?
It was funny tonight.
I mean, Walker.
Just don't do that stuff you talked about.
Yeah.
We heard it already.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Do some good stuff.
Well, you know, Walker's. He doesn't really invite me anyway.
He's a good man, Richie. He is. He does 45 minutes on stage, and I'm telling you, 5 minutes of it, awesome.
Right.
Awesome. The other 40 minutes,
you're rounding up.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll be back next week with some last-minute guests, I guess, again. You know, we're always scrambling, but that's just what we do here at Laughter Saves Lives Live. Right. Thank you to Anastasia. Thank you to Margetta.
Yeah.
Margetta. And Rich Redder. And our hero section, Derek Carter. Good night, everybody. We go to the diner.
Good night.